What's going on, guys? Welcome back into the channel. Today I have yet another video for you, and I want to be discussing if you can or cannot become the owner of a specific team in Madden more than once or twice. Now, the reason that I'm making this video is that this was specifically something that popped up in my comments section recently, and I was like, yeah, that's actually a pretty good video to make, because I'm sure that there have been people before that have tried to become the owner of a team a couple of times. Shout out to Phase Vibes, who's the one that actually left the comment on one of my videos a while back. Yeah, it's something that I've tried to do before as well. Try to be the owner of a team and then switch to a coach for a while, and then you try to switch back to the owner, and it's going to lock that ability for you. So let me show that to you guys real quick. So right now we're the coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so I'm going to go ahead and hit retire and then create a new character. And we're going to go ahead and create an owner for this team. So we'll just go over to the Buccaneers again. We might as well, I suppose. And then we'll go ahead and hop off as the owner, create a coach. There we go, we got an owner. We'll just go former player, call him new owner, don't have to get fancy with it. Okay, so we're now the owner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's go ahead and now hop in. You guys can see from, my owner, I have finances, marketing, all that stuff. So we're officially the owner of the team now. What we want to do now is we want to hit retire, and we want to create ourselves a coach, because this is where the issue comes in. Let's say you're the owner of a team, you've done what you want to do from that aspect of the team, now you want to retire and just become a coach of the team. You don't want to do the owner aspects of things anymore. You just want to become a coach. So let's go ahead and create a coach again for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll just select Bruce Arians again, very short and sweet. And then let's say for some reason after a couple of seasons you decide, hey, I want to be the owner again, maybe I want to relocate this team, I want to do a couple of different things, maybe rebuild their stadium or something like that. And so I decide, okay, using the trick that I've showed you guys before, we're going to create a new character, and this time we're going to try to select an owner again. Okay, so we're going to go over to the Buccaneers this time. And what's going to happen whenever I click change role, the owner mode's going to have a lock over it this time. And this is where people face the issue. So let's say you were an owner at one point, you did your thing, decided to become a coach, and then you wanted to become an owner again. Whether you wanted to relocate that team or do something management-wise for that team, you're not going to be able to do it. Now, I tried to do different workarounds, because this is obviously troublesome, because you want to be able to have access to that team, and this can create problems for long-term leagues and realistic leagues and things where, okay, or maybe relocation type of leagues and things like that, where you go in and you want to relocate a team or build a new stadium and various different things like that. You might have to hop on and off of a team a couple of different times. Well, it's actually not physically possible to do that, as you guys can see with the lock over the team here. But I did want to tell you guys that I tried a different method. So I tried kicking one of my accounts off of that team where it wasn't letting me be the owner again, and then inviting that account back. And when I invited that account back, this was no longer grayed out with a lock over it. But something really interesting happened. So I clicked on the owner that I had already been an owner of that team, and it came up with a little message that said, you have been blacklisted from this team, you cannot be an owner, or something of that nature. So it is not physically possible to become the owner of a team more than once. So you have to keep that in mind whenever you guys are going through your franchise modes. If you're deciding for whatever reason that you want to switch between owner and coach, or let's say you came in as the owner of the Buccaneers and you wanted to go coach for another team, you won't be able to come back to the Buccaneers or whatever team it might be and be the owner of that team again, because you will be officially blacklisted. Now, the other thing to know here is that as an owner, you can get fired. If you take the team into a financially poor situation, if you basically ruin the team financially, the organization can cut ties with you as an owner in franchise mode. We've had it happen to users before, and then they get really mad when they come back in and they can't be the owner of the same team anymore because of this setup that they have going on with the franchise mode. So I just wanted to put this out there because I have gotten comments on this before, and I want you guys to know that this is something that you have to be prepared for and something that you have to try to work around if this is something that, you know, might cause an issue for you guys. You can only own a team once in Madden franchise mode, and it's been this way for years in Madden franchise mode. So keep this in mind. It's very important information for you guys to have in the back of your mind if you're ever trying to be the owner of a team. You're not going to be able to hop around the same way that you can as a player or a coach. As a player and a coach, you can retire, unretire, you know, create this. You can create the same character over and over again. As you guys saw in this video, I created Bruce Arians like 3 times or whatever. So you can do that as many times as you want, but you cannot be the owner more than once. And I've tried various different workarounds, and you just can't do it. It blacklists you from the team forever. So keep that in mind. Hopefully this information helps somebody out there. I know a minor little video, just a interesting little topic to talk about, but something that is absolutely worth having on record here in case anybody else ever has this question or has this issue. You know, sorry to burst your bubble, but you're not going to be able to get back on that team as an owner. So the only other thing that you could do that I want to offer you a solution as is you can very easily go create yourself a second PlayStation account. It requires nothing. Super easy to do. Create yourself a second PlayStation account, invite that PlayStation account to the league, or, you know, let's say you're on Xbox, invite that second account to the league. It's not going to cause you any trouble. Just get that second account in, and then you can be the owner of that team again because it's a new account that hasn't been on that team before. So that's a workaround. I know that it's a lot more effort than just simply leaving the league and coming back in, which I hoped would have fixed it, but that was not the case. So remember that, guys, and hopefully this helped you guys out. Make sure to leave a like on the video, comment down below. Has this happened to you guys? Is this an issue that you've run into? Have you found a workaround that maybe I didn't discuss in this video? If you somehow found a workaround to this type of an issue, leave it in the comment section because I'm sure that it'll help a lot of people out, and then I'll retract this video and make a new one. But this is the state that it is right now that I've found it to be in, so hopefully it's helpful. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a good night.